Aloha, Hawaii, and everybody abroad. We are here at Hawaii Sports Update once again. I'm your host, PJ, and we have a special show for you today. We have running back from Farrington, Challen Faamatau, and we're going to be talking to him a little bit about his exploits from last game against Moanaloa High School and get to know him a little bit and what his future plans are. And before we get into that, let me get into the Star Advertiser Top 10. Once again, Mililani is ranked number 1. Punahou is ranked number 2, and Punahou is going to be heading to California to play Del Oro High School in Loomis, California, and we will be talking to one of our co-anchors, Tom Kiss. He's a freelance sports reporter in Southern California who covers athletes who are going from Hawaii who are in Southern California, and we look forward to talking to him on Skype just a few minutes. Number 3 is St. Louis, number 4 is Kahuku, number 5 is Kamehameha, and number 6 are the Farrington Governors, who Challen plays for. Number 7 is Waianae, number 8 is Kailua, number 9 is Moanaloa, and rounding out the top 10 is Castle High School. Congratulations to the Lady Rainbow Wahine volleyball team for coming in first place at the Chevron Rainbow Wahine Invitational. They were 3-0. They swept all 3 opponents, Idaho, Wichita State, and also Oregon State from the Pac-12. Nikki Taylor, Punahou alum, was the MVP of the tournament. Don't forget, UH fans, 2 days from now, we will be at Aloha Stadium and rooting on our UH Rainbow football team. They open up against Colorado, who's also a Pac-12 team, and this year's team looks a lot more improved, and we look forward to the new season and what it's going to have in store for us. Hopefully we'll get to a bowl game this year and keep on with the Rainbow tradition. Now, first of all, Challen, glad that you came on the show. Thank you for being here. Now, Challen is a second-year varsity player. He's a junior, so he played varsity as a sophomore. Currently, he is 6th in Division I in rushing, 278 yards on 36 carries. He averages 7.7 yards per carry. He is also very versatile as he's the number 2 receiver in Division I with 17 receptions and 368 yards. And Challen, once again, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Now, for for all those people out there, just give us a little bit of background about yourself. Where did you play youth football at?
I actually played youth football at Central Razorbacks, located in Kalihi, back where my high school's at. I've been coached by family members that was really close to me, back in Samoa,
Okay.
where my family's originally from. And yeah, they coached me, really well, taught me a lot of life lessons, and they taught me to be the man I am today.
Okay. Now, how did you get started in football? What captivated your interest in playing football? And tell us a little bit about the Polynesian tradition, from the island of Samoa to here in Hawaii, and the connection that you have with your family there.
I mean, what made me first play football was, knowing that my dad, my father, my uncles, my cousins, my older brother, they all played football. So, that's something that came to my mind is, it's something that I should try out. And, my first time playing football was 6th grade.
6th grade, okay.
And I didn't realize that football would mean a lot to me until my 8th grade year. And, back at home, in Samoa, that's all they do is they love the sport of football. One role model is Marcus Mariota.
Absolutely.
He's a great role model to us Polys,
Mm-hmm.
down here in Hawaii, up in the mainland. He's a great role model. He set an example. It's a great motivation to see all the Polynesian athletes to be out there, and even the athletes from Hawaii, to see them just, come from a little island to go to the mainland and go to college is something big. Yeah.
Absolutely, and and when you look out, throughout the NFL, of course, everybody knows Troy Polamalu and Junior Seau, and the tradition that the Polynesians do have, throughout the NFL. What does that mean to you? And it's a matter of pride when it comes to that, because I mean, for that small island to have so many people in the NFL, it has to be proud to be Polynesian, and notice the success that the Polynesians have had in the NFL.
Yeah. Us polys, we like to, we're known for being those, big polys on the field. Being strong in the weight room. Like what you said, Troy Polamalu, Junior Seau, that's they continue the tradition. For us, teenagers, we should be doing the same thing. Realizing that if they can make it, we can make it as well. So that's something I look up to. Junior Seau, that's one reason why my favorite team is San Diego Chargers, because of
Okay.
him.
All right.
Yeah. So that's why I really look up to those poly athletes that really made it to the NFL.
Okay, and of course, we all know Junior Seau went to USC,
Yeah.
and I'm a USC fan. My friend Tom is a USC fan, and I heard that you're a USC fan.
Yes. That's one of my top three college choices to attend is USC, Arizona, and Oregon. They have great programs, great coaching staff. USC is one of my most common one that I want to go to. I love their offense, their campus, and everything. Yeah, I love everything about it.
Okay, so have you been to their campus already?
No, not actually, but I've seen videos and all that. But I've been to University of Oregon. I went to a camp last year in the summer.
Okay.
There's a lot of football players around the world, the nation come out, and I was very blessed and fortunate to win a running back award, the best running back, actually, the best running back in my class. Class is 2017.
Okay,
Yeah.
so tell us a little bit about the summer camp. Tell us what it entailed, and is it kids from all over the United States, or just pretty much the West Coast?
It's everybody around United States. Great competition, great campus, and like what I said, I was very fortunate to win an award. Bring it back to where I come from, the island of Hawaii.
Absolutely.
All I'm trying to do is make a name for myself, make a name for my school, my family, and of course the island of Hawaii.
Absolutely. Now, I gotta ask you, did you grow up playing rugby at all?
No, not really. I watch rugby. My older brother really plays rugby. He's been playing it for about 5 years, I gotta say. 5 years.
Okay.
Rugby is something that I like to do on my spare time. Sometime after practice, if I have that, that energy, if I still got energy, I'll play some touch.
Okay.
Instead of tackling, trying to be safe, ain't trying to get hurt.
Right.
But yeah, I would go down the park right down from my school, where my brother's at, a couple of his friends, and I play with them, and it really helps. It really helps with football, my speed and all that. So
Okay,
yeah.
absolutely. Now, everybody knows Farrington has a tradition on this island. Currently, you guys are ranked number 6 in the state. Tell us a little bit about Coach Okimoto and about the tradition of playing at Farrington.
Coach Okimoto is a great coach. He's the type of coach that want to make sure that you do good, not just on the field but off the field. He's always on your butt. When we're slacking in school, slacking on the field, even at home with our chores. He knows for a fact that when he was in high school, all his Polynesian friends make sure that the chores are done, because that's the only way we can get out the house.
Absolutely.
But Farrington has a great tradition with the students. Students are always what do you say, involved. In with our football games. Our community. Great spirit. When you go to our games, you can see your neighbors, you can see your friends.
Right.
They're all at the game. They have great spirit. Farrington has they're known for a great running offense. great defense, and yeah.
Okay, now when you speak of community, I've been in Hawaii now for 20 years, and I grew up playing sports also in Southern California. But just tell what the importance is of having that family atmosphere and having a strong community and just coming together as the Farrington Governors.
I mean, it's a great feeling because you go to every single game, you go to school knowing that the community got your back, no matter what. They support you through everything you do. But yeah, that's basically it. That's one reason why I attend Farrington High School is not just because of football, not just because of the academics. It's also because of the community. I love the community with all my heart. I mean, without them, I don't know what I would do without the community.
Absolutely, and what people fail to realize is that that's such a strong bond in Hawaii. Just being in the community, every community is so tight and so strong and has nothing but support for the kids, and they keep the kids number one, and they also keep them humble. And besides your family background and stuff like that, and you being such a success, especially being the top running back for 2017, what keeps you humble?
I mean, I think it's just the way I was raised. I mean, my mother and my father, raised me to always be a humble man. Don't really show off. I mean, if I have a talent that I have right now, just be blessed. I give God the glory every time. I go to school, walk around the school. People tell me like, "Oh yeah, I seen you on the newspaper and all that, on the news," and I just say thank you. But at the same time, in mind, I gotta stay humble. And yeah, the way I was raised, my mom raised me to also be a humble man. And that's basically it.
Absolutely, and a lot of people take that for granted, and it's so strong. It's such a good thing to have such a strong family background, and when the kids or the grown men, when you become a grown man, go to the NFL, you really don't hear any of the Polynesians getting into trouble or the kids from Hawaii getting into trouble because I believe it's from that strong background and from that strong family community. And I know in Samoa, one of the worst things you can do is embarrass your family. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, respect. In Samoan language, fa'aloalo. That basically means respect. I mean, that's number one rule, in Samoan culture, respect. Respect your elders, respect one another. Basically like the golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. And, for us polys, we know that when we go to places, you can't make make a name for yourself by, doing the bad things, doing what's wrong. Basically, we just gotta do what's right.
Absolutely. Well, if you're just joining us here on ThinkTech Hawaii, we're here with Challen Faamatau.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. We're going to go on a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to go to a little bit of Skype with my friend Tom Kiss out there in Southern California. And if you have any questions for Challen, you could tweet us at ThinkTechHI. Go ahead and hit the Twitter up and ask Challen a question. But we'll be right back on Hawaii Sports Update on the other side.
Aloha, my name is Miley Scarpino, and I'm the host of the Empower Hour. If you're interested in health, nutrition, fitness, here on the island of Oahu, want to learn more about places to train at or different trainers available, then watch my show on Fridays at 3. We have a great time, and I hope that you'll come join us. Much aloha. Now go get swole!
Aloha, how you doing? I'm Gordo the Tech Czar, here on ThinkTech Hawaii, where we co-host Hibachi Talk, where we talk about technology and bring in all kinds of cool guests. Also, my co-host with me today is
Andrew the security guy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching ThinkTech Hawaii, and thanks for watching Hibachi Talk. We also have Angus.
And you there, lad? It's Angus. I bring in all kinds of wee things. Oh, look, you see my lips moving.
Welcome back to Hawaii Sports Update. Thank you for joining us. We are here with Farrington Junior running back Challen Faamatau. You know, like he said, he was the top running back in the summer camp for the 2017, and we're going to go right now on Skype to out to Tom Kiss, and Tom Kiss is he's going to be my new main man, my Southern California connection. He's a freelance sports reporter, basically covering athletes from Hawaii who go out to Southern California, and he's going to try to keep us updated. I'm going to try to keep him updated on the athletes that are going to be out there. And Tom, for one, don't forget this guy's name right here, Challen Faamatau. You know, he was the got an award for being the best running back out in camp. Where was your camp at?
University of Oregon.
At University of Oregon, and for the 2017 year. So welcome, Tommy, and how you doing? And tell us a little bit about our number 2 ranked team, Punahou, is going to play Del Oro High School. What's Punahou in for?
Yeah, well, they're going to be in for it. They've got a Division II team, which is Del Oro. Last year, they only made it to the second round of the playoffs, but this year they've already opened up with a win, 41-0 over Pleasant Grove, a team from Utah. Their quarterback, Stone Smart, threw for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's got some receivers that he's going to be throwing at. So I don't know about the Punahou defense, but they're going to have to protect the air, and also Dominic Pearson on the ground. He had 16 rushes for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns. So the game is actually going to be at UC Berkeley, their new stadium. They just renovated it over there. So it's going to be a treat for any of the people that come over from Hawaii. And if they have any video there, you're gonna get to see the new remodeled Berkeley Stadium there at the University of California.
Absolutely, it sounds good. Now, Punahou is the number 2 ranked team in our state, and everybody knows about the tradition. Montai Teo went to Punahou, Michelle Wee, and even President Barack Obama. I mean, so, you know, the tradition is deep, and we really look forward to you covering, you know, the athletes from Hawaii that end up in the Pac-12 and stuff like that. And, you know, we just really look forward to your coverage and our camaraderie back and forth between Southern California and Hawaii. And we look for you to do really good things out there, man.
Yeah, it's good that you point that out, Southern California, because this game, Punahou and Del Oro, is going to be in Northern California, so I actually won't be there physically. But, you know, it seems that Del Oro has a connection to the Hawaiian Islands, because last year, I don't know if you probably remembered, they played Kamehameha in Honolulu, actually losing 25-17 in that game.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Well, Tommy, thanks for chiming in. Thanks for Skyping and taking a little bit of time out on your vacation. And I look forward to so much more communication with you and the Hawaii athletes that's going to be in Southern California, man. Thank you and mahalo.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Paul. And like, you know, Challen, good luck to you in the future. You know, it's, you don't, like Paul said, you don't see a lot of humble kids that are family oriented, and there's a lot of universities here on the West Coast and in the mainland that are looking for kids like you. So I wish you well in your future, and I'll be following you.
Thank you.
Okay, Tommy, if you have a question for Challen before you get out of here, go ahead and shoot a question if you have one.
Yeah, so if USC, if you don't get to go to USC, who would be the leading candidate for you here on the West Coast? What school would you want to go to?
I'm going to have to go to USC. I mean...
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's my favorite school. So
I'm going to have, no matter what, I have to go at USC. I mean, that's one of my top choices. I can't go away from USC.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, we already got a diehard Trojan fan. That's awesome. All right, Tommy, we'll see you later, buddy. Okay, now, this past week against Mauna Loa, you guys had the game of the week, you know, 42-35. It was a back and forth battle. You end up having 4 touchdowns, 2 receiving and 2 rushing. To just tell us about the atmosphere of the game. Tell us about the momentum switches, and you know, tell us about the plays that you were able to get into the end zone.
I mean, this past game was really, you know, was a really close game. We didn't realize it until, you know, after halftime. But in the beginning of the game, you know, our offense was really playing fast. We're executing. Our defense was doing well. I think it's at halftime, our minds wasn't, was thinking that we already won, and that's something that Coach Okimoto was telling us is, you can't be satisfied until the end until that clock, ticks to zero. I mean, Wanlo came out strong after halftime, came back scoring more touchdowns, to get in the lead, and then our offense came back. We had a rough start after halftime, but coach talked to us, those motivation speeches, and it really got to us. And that's something that I really love about Coach Okimoto is that he always has faith in us. He talks about faith every single day. I practice every single games. I mean, it was a nail-biting game. Juan Lua's quarterback. I think once Juan Lua's quarterback got hurt, he got sent to the hospital. I mean, that was. That's something that we didn't. Not in a bad way. We wanted it to happen, but we didn't want it to happen in that way.
Right.
I mean, our plan was to try and take the quarterback out, take the running back out, because they're the reason why Juan Lua were driving down the field, getting those touchdowns. And once the quarterback went down, I mean, it's something that realizes that since he's down, that's something we look up to, because I mean, once he's down, the whole offense is down.
Okay, now, I don't want people out there to take that in the wrong way now.
Yeah.
When you're in the heat of competition, of course, you want to play hard and play fair and play clean, but injuries is part of the game. And so, when Moana Loa's quarterback did go down, that gave you guys like another momentum shift.
Yeah.
To just tell us about the tenacity of just playing, just being out on the field and just playing hard.
It feels great. I mean, playing the sport that I love so much. I mean, I love it with a passion. Get to playing with the boys that I grew up with. It's a great feeling. Especially for playing for Farrington High School, it's also a great feeling. Not too much people get the opportunity that we have to play for Farrington High School, because, like what I said, Farrington is known for being that top team. And this year we're gonna try and be a different team that Farrington never had in the past years, several years. Even from our offense, Farrington always known for that smash mouth football,
Right,
bread and butter plays, just blast left, blast right, just literally those running plays.
Right.
Farrington is not really known for those passing games, and that's why this year we're gonna switch it up to like a balanced offense.
Okay.
Confuse other teams.
All right.
With our passing and our rushing.
Okay, now on a personal level, I actually know Kingston Sanchez's dad. We used to work together.
Oh, nice.
Tell us a little bit about Kingston and what he brings to the team.
Man, Kingston is he's a star in our offense. I mean, he also played with me our first year last year, as a sophomore. I mean, he's a good threat on our offense. I mean, when guys wanna, when the defense wanna key on me, always got Kingston right there, right in the, in that seam wide open, going for that six. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Kingston is a great athlete. I mean, he can do whatever you tell him to do, he'll do it.
Okay.
And the heart that he has is it's like a tiger. Like, he's never scared.
Right.
I mean, if we put him in motion and make him block a 6'5", 200 something, he ain't scared to do that. So, Kingston's a great athlete, good kid. He's a good friend of mine, and yeah.
Okay. Now, on a personal level, do you like to run in between the tackles, or do you like to get it outside and break away?
I'm gonna have to say I like both. You know what I mean? There and then. Some games I would like to go inside because some teams like to contain us.
Right.
Sometimes they want to stack the box. Run a 4-4. Want to get rid of our dives, our halfback dives.
Absolutely.
So that's when we run our our power plays. Bounce to the outside and try and get to the end zone or get positive yards.
Okay. Now, what is your favorite position? I mean, do you like catching the ball, or you just like coming out of the backfield, man?
I mean, I've been asked that question a lot, but like what I'm gonna say the same thing I tell those people that tell me that is I'm actually a team player. So I'll do whatever it takes. I'll catch the ball. I'll run the ball. Anything to come out end the game with that W. This past game I was very fortunate to catch and run the ball. So I'm going to continue doing that, whatever helps the team. And yeah.
Okay. Now, like you said in the past, Farrington has been known for that smash mouth football.
Yeah.
Just line up the Usos and just
Yeah.
knock everybody off the
They just
ball.
go, power I, just running right in the middle.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about the offensive philosophy, how it's changed up this year, because you do have Kingston Sanchez out there. And tell us a little bit about Coach Okimoto's defensive philosophy also.
Starting with our offense, our OC, Coach Daniel Sanchez, Kingston's uncle.
Okay.
He's our OC, and he's the one that made us realize that we gotta switch up our offense. I mean, these past few years, defense were able to stop our offense. Why? Because the only thing we do is run the ball.
Right.
So Coach Daniel Sanchez is trying to mix it up this year. I think ever since we went to the Oregon, we went to the Oregon camp.
Okay.
He came with us as a team. A little group of us went up in Oregon. I mean, when he looked at Oregon's offense,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it made him realize that we're gonna do something like this. A transfer from Juan Lua actually.
Mm-hmm.
He's our quarterback, Bishop Raposa.
Uh-huh.
Man, he's been a big help in our offense.
Eh.
I mean, we call him Bishop Mariota. I mean, he wears that number 8. He makes us think of Marcus Mariota. He throws like him. He runs like him. He has great reads. I mean, Bishop. I'm glad he transferred from Juan Lua.
Okay.
Our defense has been strong. Like the past few years.
Right.
We always got those big polys.
Yeah.
On the line, linebackers, safeties. Our defense is a lot faster.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say that it's a lot faster. When we got an audible, when offense,
Mm-hmm.
when the opponent's offense, like to switch up things, our defense is pretty fast to, switch to their pace.
Right.
I mean, when they want to play fast, we can play fast as well.
Okay.
And I think that's something that the defense never did have the past few years, where, if they want to play fast, they kind of thinking too much.
Right.
Which made them fail to stop them on that fourth
Right.
and short and all that. So.
Absolutely. Okay, now with the defensive, speeding up for you guys and the offense being more versatile, do you think that is going to get you guys over to where you want to be? I mean, in my eyes, when I look at the top 10, I can look at the top 6 teams, including Farrington, and say that this year it's pretty much wide open. I don't think Mililani is the straight out number 1 team. I think it's 6 teams that actually have a chance to win state. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Anything can happen. I'm very for sure that all the team want to beat Mililani. I mean, they've been to the championship the past 2 years. And, Mililani has a great offense, great defense, great coaching staff. And, the top 6 teams, I mean, they're good as well. It's just a matter of, how bad, which team wants it more. And, that's something Coach Okimoto has been telling us from day one, summer training is, who wants it more? Is it us, or we're going to just hand it to them,
Mm-hmm.
And, we look up to that, that saying is because, us boys, I mean, we come from a neighborhood that, doesn't really have much. I mean, every single game, some news reporter or reporters come talk to me. First thing they ask, or one of their questions is, how do you boys from, the ghetto, as they're saying,
Right.
do it? But, the first thing I say is the ghetto. I mean, we're humans. I mean, we got 2 legs, like, the other people got 2 legs,
Put your
2
pants
arms.
on the same way as everybody else, right?
I mean, just because we're from the ghetto doesn't mean, we can't be successful just like Mililani. And, that's also a motivation for us, too, is, all of us, we come from, the housings and all that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Absolutely, but that's all part of the Polynesian and Samoan pride, and I see the way that you guys transfer that onto the field, and you use it as motivation also, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, I know you want to go to USC. Okay. Have any colleges been contacting you? Who's been looking at you?
Arizona, University of Arizona, BYU, and UH.
And UH?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've been sending, my coach some, letters there and then. But, you know, I'm actually going for that USC, you know. I'm
Hey.
looking forward for that school.
Absolutely.
And, you know, hopefully, you know, I'll be able to attend that school or the University of Oregon. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, always got to reach for the top, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, on a personal note, who are some of your favorite players, and who are some of your role models? Yeah.
I'm going to have to say Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch?
Lynch.
Okay.
Seattle Seahawks running back. I mean, he defined, you know, us Farrington students or football players, as you say. You know, he came from, you know, a neighborhood
He's
where...
hood rich.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he came from a neighborhood where, you know, there was nothing. I mean, you know, family struggles. I mean, all of us football boys, I mean, we've been through it. You know, those family struggles. Basically, you know, if he can do it, we can do it as well.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And that also gives you motivation to, you know, just to succeed and try to be your best, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the public school and private school rivalry, man. You know.
I mean, I don't think it's a different, but, you know, private, you know, they got, you know, high. I mean, how should I say it? You know, private schools got those kids around the island. I mean, you know, they can actually recruit players around the island.
Right.
Public schools, I mean, you gotta go to the school. You gotta get the kids that's in your district.
Right.
I mean, that's, you know, one thing that private has. You know, they can actually go to the mainland and recruit guys from the mainland. You know, tell them, oh yeah, come to our school. But, you know, public, we just gotta get the kids that's in your district. Yeah.
Right. And do you think that makes you guys like a closer, tighter knit group? Because
yeah, because, you know, we grew up with each other. I mean,
Right.
it's a close bond. We know each other. I mean, we know each other's family and all that. So yeah.
Okay. Now, just take us through, like after school gets out, just take us through what your daily routine is as far as practice, and then how much work do you actually put in after practice, you know, to try to better yourself?
You know, after school, I'll go to tutoring. You know, academics always come first.
Absolutely.
You know, an hour of tutoring, you know, I'll go to practice, and maybe after practice, you know, go home, do my chores and all that. And then maybe I'll just go right outside in the park, you know, do a couple speed and agility drills, you know, really to better myself and, you know, get me faster. Because I know for a fact that, you know, when you go to college, the tempo, the pace of the game is a lot faster.
Yeah, and they just kick it up another notch. Okay, and what kind of weight training do you do? What kind of strength training do you do?
Actually, my linebacker coach, Shane Lyman, he has his own gym right down the street from my school.
Okay.
He's actually a bodybuilder. I mean, he does those station kind training circuits. I mean, you do like couple sets, but a lot of reps. I mean, he doesn't really, you know, during the season, he doesn't really like us lifting heavy and all that. Just, you know, just making those little muscles in your body, those twitch muscles to, you know, get stronger and healthier, yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to go on a little break right now. If you want to tweet the show, tweet into ThinkTech HI, and when we come back, we'll take tweet from Tommy Kiss and get ready to close down and let you get some shout-outs on the other side of Hawaii Sports Update.
Hi, I'm Donna Blanchard. I'm the host of Center Stage here on ThinkTech Hawaii. Center Stage airs every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and of course you can check out our archives on YouTube or on ThinkTech Hawaii anytime you like. Why should you do that? Because this is an arts show.
We'll take the tweet when we first come back.
A difference in lives. We talk with artists of various ilk.
Tommy has a tweet right here.
And writers, playwrights, novelists, poets, sculptors, dancers, you name it, directors, actors, of course. And we don't only talk about what people do, but we talk about how they do it. And my favorite part of the conversation, we talk about why they do it. And it's really common on this show to hear people say, wow, I didn't think about it that way. And it's very common to hear people afterwards who have seen the show say the same thing. And I hear all the time that people are inspired by the conversations that we have. So why don't you join us and be inspired too? That's Center Stage on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock. We'll see you Center Stage.
Welcome back to Hawaii Sports Update. Thanks for joining us here on this Tuesday afternoon. Hope that you're enjoying the presence of Mr. Challen Faamatau. Damn, got to get that right. But Challen, as an athlete, a young Polynesian athlete growing up, in Hawaii, and being so humble that you are, that takes you to the next level. Your family background, your upbringing, and stuff like that, and just on a personal level, I think you're an awesome kid. You're very humble, and you're also very talented. I mean, I've seen you play, and I've seen you on video. Just tell us what you think it'll take personally for you to get to the level that you want to get to. How much dedication, how much hard work?
I mean, like what I said, dedication, commitment. I mean, it's basically, how bad you want it. I mean, you got to set a goal for yourself, and it's just how you strive for your goal. I mean, I know I made mistakes there and then, I just picked myself up, and just continue to strive for my goal. And my goal is to really go to a D1 college and, try and make it to the big league, NFL. I just really don't, I want to take care of my family, make sure my mom don't have to spend a penny.
Absolutely.
And just make a name for myself, for where I come from. I mean, once again, Marcus Mariota is a big role model for me.
Right.
I mean, knowing that, in high school he didn't really have that playing time until his senior year. Through what I heard.
Right.
I mean, if he can do it, I can do it. I mean, all those poly athletes that made it, it's a big accomplishment that they did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a tweet from Mr. Tom Kiss, and a question for Challen. How did you become a running back, and do you play offense and defense?
I actually became a running back my freshman year. I mean, I'm a junior now, but our OC, Coach Daniel Sanchez, when I played junior varsity, I didn't know what I was going to do. I've been playing linebacker, though. I played linebacker more than I played running back. I played linebacker ever since I was the 6th grade.
Okay.
Until my freshman year when my coach Daniel Sanchez made me try out for running back. And, I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I mean, I trained for it. That's how I became a running back.
Okay, now, do you like the offensive side of the ball or the defensive? Because, when you get to a certain level, they say the offensive guys are the pretty boys and the defensive guys are the hammers, So, I mean, which do you prefer?
I'm going to have to prefer offense. I mean, that feeling, scoring, I mean, it's a great feeling.
Nothing like getting in that end zone. Huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially when it's a close game and, you make that game-winning touchdown, knowing that, you made the touchdown to win the game. But also on defense, you can always have that interception to win the game as well, or to, stop that offense, 4th and inches in order to, win the game. So, it's a really hard decision, but I'm going to have to go with offense.
Offense,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys got a game coming up against OIA High School. Tell us about Coach Wendell Say and his team and what you expect out of that game, and how tough is that game going to be for you guys?
Coach Wendell Say, I know him personally. He coached my dad, back in high school, and he's a great coach. I mean, his team that he built, this year is a strong team, and coming to this game, we can't take them lightly. I mean, every team that we face, we can't take them lightly because anything that can happen, at any time. It's just the mentality that we have. I mean, basically, we're just gonna come out knowing that we're gonna play hard, play fast, play strong, execute every single play, and just do what we do best to the best of the ability, and just play Farrington football.
Okay, we got another question real quick from Ms. Sachi Ko. Challen, what's the difference between good players and star players like your role models?
I'm gonna have to say good players are, they're great, great in what they do. That's good players, right? Oh yeah, good players,
And
good players.
And star players. Yeah.
Good players, they're great at what they do, but I mean,
The
that's a hard question. That's a hard question.
Yeah, okay, what she means probably by the star crystal is like, what's it gonna take to get you to the next level? I think you pretty much.
Oh, I
answered
think
that.
okay. Now I know. Good
Yeah.
players is the type of player where, you're good at it, but you don't want to succeed more.
Right.
I mean, the mentality you have is, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna just stop right here. But star players are a type of player where, you can't be satisfied.
Okay.
You gotta continue to strive for
Okay.
being successful, and yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Farrington is 3-0. They're ranked number 6 in the state at the present time. And before we get out of here, Challen, you can look right in camera too if you have any shout outs you want to give out to anybody.
Shout out to my, of course, you, PJ, for having me out here. ThinkTech Hawaii. My boys from KPT. That's where I was born and raised. To my coach staff, Farrington High School. The community out in Kalihi. And to my mom and dad and my brothers. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
All right, Challen.
Thank you.
Great having you here, man. You're a good young man.
Thank you.
And you know how we do it here on Hawaii Sports Update. A hui ho.